we're going to look closely from a Tesla and SpaceX standpoint to try to do some partnerships in Indonesia.
How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel. In this video, we are going to be talking about Tesla stock and the overall stock market. We're going to go over and look at exactly what to expect for Tesla and the stock market for the next few days. And we're also going to talk about why Tesla stock sold off today. So we're also going to be hearing from Elon Musk. He recently met up with Indonesian president. We're going to talk about exactly what is their plan moving forward. Is there going to be potential new gigafactory opening up in Indonesia and all of that? So we're going to cover all this important information in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. As you can see over here, we have Tesla stock that's sitting at $724.37. We're down 5.88%. Unfortunately, right off the gates, we started to sell off and Tesla basically went down. So when you compare Tesla with the overall stock market, as you can see, Tesla sold off aggressive compared to the overall stock market and some sectors. We have energy sector that just continuously going up higher and higher. We have healthcare stocks that did pretty good, and we have some big tech companies that relatively didn't do that much. We have Microsoft that's up 0.15%, Apple down 1%, Google down 1.48%. But the main reason why Tesla stock was selling off aggressively today compared to the overall market and some other stocks is mainly due to because of the COVID-19 lockdowns that is happening in China, specifically in Shanghai. Last week we talked about that there were some other important companies that have been locked down. You know, these companies supply Tesla with production materials that they use to produce their vehicles, and since they shut down, it definitely had an impact on the gigafactory and how they're going to be producing, and that could potentially have an impact on delivery numbers, and the Q2 production numbers could potentially take a hit in spite of that. So that's the big concern with investors, is because of this lockdown. And we also have been getting more news from North Korea. You know, they're being hit, that they got hit pretty bad by COVID. There's been some massive death reported from there, and based off of the data that they provided, we'll definitely stay up to date on what's been going on in Asia, especially with COVID cases rising in China and also in North Korea. So now let's talk about exactly some important news that came out for Tesla and Twitter. So Elon Musk stated that there is a potential for a new deal to happen between Elon Musk and Twitter, and he could potentially be getting Twitter at a discount, basically. So right now he's approximately expected to finalize the deal with $44 billion, and right now he's saying that a lower price is not out of the question. So that's why we're seeing Twitter stock aggressively sell off to the downside. So as you can see, Twitter stock today is down 8.18%, and it gave back all of the gains that it made before this Elon Musk acquiring Twitter news came out a few weeks ago. So we might potentially see even Twitter stock sell off aggressive to the downside, depending upon if the deal goes through or not. So just be careful if you're somebody that is trying to speculate, especially with Twitter and the acquisition that might not take place. So just keep in mind that. But another important news that we're going to be talking about is that Elon Musk recently met up with Indonesian president. So they met up in Texas, Austin, Texas. We're going to be watching a clip of him going over exactly what they talked about and his potential plans for the future to visit Indonesia and etc. But basically, people are speculating that the next Tesla gigafactory factory site could potentially be in Indonesia. So Indonesia has some pretty important minerals that Tesla needs to produce batteries, so it could be a very good location for Tesla to have their production, to have a factory located over there. So people are speculating that, but we're going to be watching a video going over exactly what Elon Musk thinks about this new partnership, meeting up with the Indonesian president, etc. And then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to go over a look at exactly what to expect for Tesla, the overall stock market for tomorrow.
Elon, any thoughts about the President Jokowi visits today to your company today?
Sure. Well, I'm very excited about the future of Indonesia. I'm really fired up by people in Indonesia seem very optimistic and positive about the future, which is awesome. So I think Indonesia has tremendous potential, and I think we're going to look closely from a Tesla and SpaceX standpoint to try to do some partnerships in Indonesia. And I think, you know, I'm really fired up by how fired up you all are. Like you're, you know, your positive energy is very, it's great to see such positive energy, and like I said, I think the future of Indonesia is very bright.
Okay. Any future collaboration maybe that is your plan?
I think we're looking closely at potential collaboration on many fronts. Like I said, I think Indonesia has tremendous potential on so many levels, and I think it's great that Indonesia has a big population and the population is growing, and this is very good because we need a lot of people for the future, and also Mars. Mars does not have any people, and so we need people for Mars. Volunteers, we want to. It is a volunteer basis, though.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
So when do you plan to Indonesia maybe?
Hopefully in November. There was an invitation to visit in November, and I'm very appreciative, and thank you for the invitation.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
As you can see over here, we have SPY S&P 500 ETF sitting at $400. As you can see over here, we have the volume that declined significantly. That's not a good sign. But tomorrow we have some important earnings and also some important economic data coming out. We have earnings from Walmart, Home Depot that's going to be announced before the market open, and we also have a retail sales number coming out for the month of April. That is going to be really important too, so definitely keep an eye on that. We might see some increase in volume and trading activity tomorrow, of course, but if we can get any kind of positive numbers for the retail sales data that's going to be coming out, and if we have a continuation move to the upside, you might see the overall market pushing up above 400. And if the numbers are not that bad, I'm not expecting some massive decline to happen, even if the numbers are bad. But some stocks could definitely have some big moves, like the retail stocks that announced their earnings, like Walmart, Home Depot, and etc. So definitely keep in mind that. But let's go over and look at exactly what to expect for Tesla stock. So Tesla stock, unfortunately, is moving individually by itself in spite of the news that's been coming out from China. As you can see today, it went down 5%. When you look at the overall market was relatively flat, but unfortunately, some of the news that's been coming out from China is having an impact with Tesla stock alone. So tomorrow, what to expect? So tomorrow, if the overall market continues to go slightly higher, we might see Tesla bounce a little bit, but we have to just keep in mind that Tesla right now is moving by itself, and if we get another negative headline coming out of China or COVID cases rising, shutdown, extension, etc. from China, we might see another sell-off to happen. But we're still in a very good support. We have still very solid support at around $700, and a resistance price point level we're watching $750. So it's still between that range. And if tomorrow, if we have some kind of a recovery, we might push up back to this $750 area. But the headlines that are coming out over there are not looking positive at the current moment. So definitely keep in mind that. But if you're somebody that wants to buy Tesla, if it goes below $700 in case, it's going to be a great time to definitely add to your position if you're somebody that's interested in buying a Tesla stock. So also for Twitter stock is definitely just crashing right now. Unfortunately, it is definitely seeing a massive decline, down 8.18%. And if you don't get any kind of update from Elon Musk or the Twitter team and etc., this can continue to trend lower and lower. So just be super careful. However, if you get any positive news that Elon Musk, okay, I am definitely determined to get this deal done or something like that, we can potentially see a massive pop-up for Twitter stock. So this is very 50-50 play right now, which can move very aggressively to the upside, or it can definitely break down even lower aggressively to the downside. So just keep in mind that. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Tesla, and if they could potentially be opening up a new factory, gigafactory in Indonesia? Is that a smart move to do? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinion. And of course, if you're new to the channel too, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell, and if you want free stocks too, check out the links in the description box below. But I'll catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.